We witnessed a 1,000-point drop in the Dow. The S&P 500 was down 3.4%. If you look at the red across the screens, global markets were down in tandem, pretty much in the developed markets. Oil was actually down as well, commodities were down. At the same time, government bonds and gold, which are safe haven markets, were up nicely. So what happened? What's going on here? Well, what we saw over the weekend was the virus, the coronavirus, moved across from China into Italy. Well, Italy has developed markets, and there's greater concern that this could lead to transmission into Europe, into large trade organizations, into large markets, and subsequently into the United States as well. So that growth orientation, that growth concern around supply chains, around demand impact, just got escalated. That's what happened. So what do we think going forward? So when I do look at the screen, the S&P 500, while it had been rising really well, we do see a blip at the end, but it's a blip. It's a good size one, and concerning. We'll keep watching, but at the same time, we've been on a good trajectory, and we've been pricing in a lot of growth through the 2019 year, for which has been driven by monetary policy and fiscal policy, and the hopium, the hope that we'll see further growth. Well, a little bit of a dent got put in that, and what's going to be important is to follow earnings profiles of the companies we're invested in, the sectors we're looking at, and the countries where we are putting our assets, to see what the actual transmission will look like. That will happen over the next couple of quarters, and as we see whether the virus transmits further into the United States, into Latin America, and how much central banks actually respond to this, that will give us a better indication of how markets will respond. We'll keep an eye on what's happening for you. In the meantime, we don't think it's the time to sell all down into cash. We think it's good to hold fixed income assets as they are still a good insurance policy. We also think it's good to be very selective in your sectors and in your companies in order to find those that are resilient and can actually sustain their earnings capacity through a little bit of a downturn. That's what we do for you. We'll keep monitoring and updating you as the situation develops. Thank you.